This is the Evergreen Enrollment Funnel that uses an application. You are using this because you want to have a way to qualify your people. Now, this is great for those of you who want to build your list and having people book a call and talking to them and qualifying them and having them go through that application process, because there may be something in your program and you want to make sure that the people are a fit, and using this can definitely help. Now, when you are using an application after your training video, you do have to adjust the data that you are looking at to track your sales. Inside the energetic sales system, you will notice that there are multiple ways that we track data. The way that we track data for the standard Evergreen Enrollment Funnel is not the same way that we track data for those that use applications or for the high ticket Evergreen Enrollment Funnel, which you can also find inside of this toolkit. So let's go ahead and walk through the application Evergreen Enrollment Funnel. It's going to kick off the same way as the standard enrollment. The only difference is that instead of taking people to the enrollment page, they're actually going to go to your application page. And in your application page, you want to make sure that this is focused on people who have went through the training. And the reason for that is because we do something a little differently inside of this funnel than you may be used to. And I want to explain that to you right now. Okay. So once they go through the standard part and they get up here to the application page, they're going to apply. Once they apply for your program, they're going to go into what we call application review. From application review, they're either going to be approved or they're going to be denied. Now, if they're denied, they're just going to drop down into your community engagement funnel. But if they are approved, you then have two options. You could either have them book a call or they can go straight to enrollment. And you get to decide how you use this process. A lot of my clients, if they feel like if they've already went through and applied, they don't need to book a call. So they then take them from approval to the enrollment page, and then they follow their enrollment process. Now, there are some applications that may come through that you like, you know what, based on what this says, I really think I want to talk to them. Or you may be someone that wants to talk to everyone before they come into your program, but you're using the Evergreen enrollment process because you want to make sure that the people who get to your call, they already have an idea of what your program is, what it's going to do. And one of the reasons why I started using this process is because I had made the decision I no longer wanted to use sales calls. So for me, it was a matter of what could I give people that could get them everything they needed to make an enrollment decision. So for instance, on my application, I had a multi-tier program and two of my tiers were over $10,000. So if they were interested in those type of programs or that type of access, they went through the call process. However, if they were looking for my standard program, I just sent them to the enrollment page. And then you could even have a question on your application that asks them, do they prefer to have a call or are they ready to go to enrollment? Then you can send them on the right path. Once they get the email to book their call and they book their call, they are going to be confirmed on your calendar. When they get confirmed on your calendar, a couple of things you want to make sure of. One, you want to make sure that there's a buffer for how quick they can get on the phone with you. The reason for that is because you want to make sure you're giving them time to do the pre-work before the call. This is an important step. So inside the energetic sales system, one of the things I teach is the next step video. And inside of the next step video, what you are doing is you are actually preparing your people for your enrollment call. And by preparing them for the enrollment call, you are getting a chance to remind them that it is a enrollment call where the two of you get to decide if this opportunity is going to be mutually beneficial, making sure that you can help them. And you're using this opportunity to also overcome any objections and giving them the opportunity to do what we call a self-assessment. And you're telling them they need to bring that self-assessment to the call because you're going to use it in order to make sure that, and you get to fill in the blank there. And then from there, you're going to follow your normal enrollment process. Now, a couple of things can happen. One, they can never show up for the call, right? And then you have to go through whatever your process is for no shows. They can show up for the call and they can enroll. Then you're going to follow your enrollment process. They can show up for the call and you realize they are not a fit. Then you're going to follow your not a fit process. They can show up for the call and decide they still need some additional time. Then you're going to follow your follow-up process, okay? That is the Evergreen Enrollment Funnel when you are using an application post-training.